ChatGPT is slowly killing your Google plumbing leads in SEO. Today I'm going to show you how to show up on AI and how to get on that source and not have a backslide from it. So if I had a crystal ball for this, I'm going to tell you that Google's still going to be the majority in 5 years, but we don't know. But let's just say they're 60% of search. Today they're 91%. Last report, 91% on Google. But if you stay up there and you don't worry about these other AI search engines, ChatGPT being the main one, but really all of them we want all the organic for the brand that we can get. What you don't want to have happen, and what is already happening with some guys, is the leads have slowed. And I go, oh, what happened? You don't show up in that 4-pack. It could change, but on ChatGPT they show 4. They switch it up a little bit, but most of the time you'll see 4. And if you're showing up on Google and you go from 91 to 85 to 80 to 70 to 60, you're clearly going to get a diminishing return of leads for your plumbing company. So let's talk about it a little bit. And I find it really interesting. Now, I will say this, we can get Google Analytics and all kinds of stuff. We don't get analytics from ChatGPT. We optimize for it and see our clients doing very well there. And we're worried about and looking at, are they able to spider the content and crawl everything that we're doing here so that they'll pick up our clients and they do well. They love DataPins, by the way. But I have seen, if you can go search yourself, search for plumbers in a market, and there'll be different search results on ChatGPT than Google. Go look at the top 5 or 4 or whatever, and plumbers in this market, and plumbers in that city, and plumbers in that city, and go look and write them down and go look at ChatGPT. Now you might find 1 or 2 the same, but if there's 4, commonly 2 are different, because the algorithm's different for the AI, for ChatGPT, and it'll be different for all of them. And so I've seen guys that are, and this is a good opportunity for most of y'all, and if you've seen a downturn, you're one of the old dogs, you need to get on it. But the older guys that have websites that are frankly spammy today, too many blogs, trash content, or just set there, and they've just been remiss. The site's old, and you can just tell those guys aren't always on ChatGPT. So Google might, for example, give them credit for time and tenure. We talk about experience, expertise, authority, and trust. It's an acronym Google came up with. ChatGPT doesn't see it exactly the same way. So they're taking brand signals from around and everything, and you've really got to be better at a brand signal. Now, we work on brand signaling here. I don't really call it SEO anymore. We look at a brand and we champion the brand, and we have it be a great user experience without cheating or violating webmaster guidelines. Since there are no webmaster guidelines for ChatGPT, we still just follow Google webmaster guidelines, but we think about the signaling in the code base to make sure they can see it. But the Google webmaster guidelines are very solid. And then I add, personally, in our agencies in here and with DataPins, we add another metric to it. It's like, can we get more diversified signaling that's a great user experience without cheating? And so we still want to have the basis of a great brand, which is the website, representative service pages, work on things like links and domain authority and citations and high-end essential SEO, brand signaling, and health of that brand. And then we want to augment, and we augment with things like DataPins, saying, hey, I did this job here. We did a whole house repiping with PEX. We sent them a text and email looking for either a Google BBB or Facebook review, but they left one or they didn't. And here's this DataPin. I put it on my whole house repiping page. Or here's this Renee Tankless water heater pin. Please recognize it. Here's the geo-coordinate where it occurred, some unique photos of video, and we worked on this brand, this part, this thing, that. And then the signaling begins to pop. You're getting signals all over the place without cheating. Used to, people's like, oh, we'll go throw in some links that are nonsense. Oh, let's go throw in blogs that nobody wants to read in their right mind. In fact, it'll cause a penalty now for non-helpful content. So you want to have this base brand done well. Don't ignore fundamentals. Realize that half the people that go to these maps or websites or searches are gonna land on the website. So the search won't show up without the website being great. So you can't be remiss in that. Throw up a one-pager or spam it out. It's got to be done just right. If somebody lands there, they're going to find something. When you use things like DataPins, we keep looking at other brand signaling we can send out so that not only Google can see it, but AI can see it. And as those signals come in, it strengthens the brand. And as they come into like a tankless water heater page, they see all those tankless water heaters around town and go, oh, that's mine. Oh, it looks like they do. Not only will the search engine feel better about it, the client will like it because they know you're working on their stuff. Really, before something like DataPins, Google or AI or even the client would have to guess that you did water heaters. Just because you have a page doesn't mean that you're doing it. You just put up a page. So if you're doing stuff, you can validate it, people see it, algorithms see it, search engines see it, ChatGPT sees it, and then now we have multiple points of signaling coming back in a good user format. And guys, I'm very much against somebody saying that they don't have to do anything. Oh, I've got this one trick wonder. I'm gonna sprinkle some magic geek dust on this. Oh, let's forget about everything else. We'll trick them. You're not going to trick them. So you create a great brand, and this is where the majority, if you guys haven't had this, the guys that you want to emulate, that you're a little bit jealous of, the peers that are at the top of Google search and showing up on AI, they got 5 trucks, 10 trucks, 50 trucks on the road. They're all in top search rankings because that's where the majority of the leads come from. There's no mistaking that. That's why they're up there. So you want to fight to get up there because it's daily call volume and it's the most leads and the best leads. And frankly, the AI leads are fantastic. Google leads are great. AI leads are great, maybe better. So as these leads come in, they buy into that brand. But you do not want to be having a backslide, a diminishing return on leads, because you're resting on your old laurels of Google or whatever you're getting off of it. You may not like the amount of leads that you're getting on Google today, but I'll guarantee you it'll be less leads if you don't change anything in a year, because there will be people moving over. You're on it. I'm on it. Other people are on it. Yes, they're searching for contractors. Yes, they call. So I love this stuff. There's other things that are great about ChatGPT. They show a different map. They show different. It's different in a really great way. So don't lose out on AI. You're going to get some of it. Your brand needs to become more perfect than it used to be in order to get all of it. These other algorithms are not Google. They need excellence. We follow Google Webmaster Guidelines in here at Webmasters and DataPins, but we do excellence of work that gets picked up better, and AI likes it. So be careful, and just whatever you are getting, you can get more. If you're not in the game yet, there's some cracks in everything. These guys are not all showing up on AI the same way they are Google, which leaves opportunity for you. Give us a call when you're ready. Love to hear from you.